Summer is wedding season, and this summer, dentist Steve Marsh is celebrating a wedding that took place 40 years ago, his own. Today, he's here to share how he's helped make many spouses smile over the 4 decades he's been married. So welcome and congratulations. It's 40 years this Friday, correct?
40 years. Actually, I have to think Friday or Sunday. But when I went to dental school, I met my wife Wendy in Columbus at The Ohio State University. She had a beautiful smile that attracted me to her. We've been together ever since. I got married. There's our wedding day, actually.
You look like a little boy.
Well, as you said, 40 years changed things a lot. But that's Wendy and myself. We got married. The next month, we went into the Air Force for 3 years, a residency in Austin, Texas. And Wendy's still working with me here 40 years later.
Wow.
So what a nice way to celebrate our wedding anniversary as well as the smiles that we've provided for people.
Absolutely. And you guys are still smiling, but some of your married patients needed a little help with that, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And sometimes it's before the wedding, sometimes it's years later. But in any case, we're there to help them. And with the techniques and materials changing, we can do a lot of things.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorite couples. And they came to me, they were both in their 60s, about where I am now. And this is the wife, and she came in and she said all these years her teeth had shifted quite a bit. That happens to all of us as we get older, Lori, unless we wear retainers. And so she had talked about doing braces. She didn't want to go into braces, and her teeth were worn. And so we did those with porcelain veneers, Lori. That was just reshaping, some gum contouring on the bottom. And we did porcelain veneers on the bottom and then on the top. And she loved it so much, and her husband watched her go through it, and then he said, you know what, it's my turn, I think I'll come in. And so he came in. This patient is another patient who came to me. He's actually very big in business, and he had a tooth that went in and out. We call it a flipper. It was very unsatisfactory, and it was the same sort of thing. They had 5 kids. They took care of their kids.
Of course.
His wife insisted that he come in. We actually closed the space, Lori, with a permanent porcelain bridge. Doesn't have to be removed. It looks beautiful to replace the missing tooth. And then we did porcelain veneers on the others. Now on the lowers, initially what we did is just reshaped them. You can't see it in the photo. And then we bleached them. We got them much whiter. And so we had a very nice match. And after he was done, he insisted that she come in. And this is her. This is her, this is she. In any case, she came in. On the lower, we reshaped the teeth, and you can see, Lori, there's no braces involved there, just some reshaping and bonding. And in the upper mouth, you can see that those teeth were very ill-proportioned. So when I say gum contouring, we used a laser to raise the tissue. She had very healthy tissue, which made it much easier. And then went across and did 8 porcelain veneers to give her that smile. And she had been through a lot of health problems, incidentally, Lori, and this was sort of his gift to her, which made it all the more gratifying for him and for us. This is a fairly simple case, Lori. Just lower anteriors were irregular. We went in and we reshaped the lower teeth. We kept them as they were and changed the color and changed the shape a little bit on those upper teeth just to give them a brightness, a little bit more flair. But sometimes we can do it without doing all new work. Sometimes, again, just a lot of reshaping can make a big, big difference in someone's smile. And lastly, this is a patient, one of my favorite patients, came in and you can see how bad his teeth were. Same sort of thing, in his 60s, and his wife said, it's your turn to come in. She had had her teeth done previously. He had lost 1 or 2 teeth, and with all these new porcelains that we talked about on a previous show, we were able to give him this wonderful smile. He had had a partial that went in and out. Now it's all permanent. He and I became good friends. We even played a round of golf together.
Oh, boy.
And he smiled throughout, which made me very happy, very proud. And he said it was one of the best decisions he's ever made in his life.
Oh, that's something you always want to hear.
Right, just like my wedding and marriage to Wendy.
All right. Congratulations, in fact, to Steve and Wendy on 40 years of a happy marriage. And congratulations to the many couples he's helped keep smiling throughout that time. May you all continue smiling as you live happily ever after.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Next.